Welcome to the Quennevais Media GCSE option presentation for 2021. Firstly, I'd like you to think about what media actually is. How many of these social media platforms have you visited already today? Have you updated your status on Facebook? Did you send a tweet this morning? Have you posted an Insta story or followed a YouTube link? The first question I get asked by anybody wishing to study media is, what is media? I know what English is, I know what geography is, but what is media? What does it compose of? Media is all these things. It's magazines, music videos, movies and promotional material, newspapers, radio, bloggers, vloggers, Instagram influencers, YouTubers, TV shows, sitcoms, print adverts, and video games. We look at all of these media products from aspects of the media framework, which encompasses language, industry, audience, and representation. Why choose media? Media is exciting, challenging, and inspiring. You will enjoy media if you have an inquiring mind, a willingness to involve yourself in relevant, meaningful discussion and debate, and be able to express your ideas and interpretations creatively and effectively. Globalization, technological developments, and our ability to interact with modern media have radically changed this industry, rendering its relevance and importance in modern life unquestionable. We are all media consumers, it's inescapable. It pervades every element of our lives. Media students, however, develop the tools to analyse, question and critique the media they consume rather than just being passive consumers of it. It is a truly vocational subject. It involves you creating and designing your own films, newspapers, magazines, websites and music videos. You become a media creator, not just a media consumer. The skills you develop by creating your own media products are also going to stand you in good stead for the future. One student in the past ended up being asked by her work placement for a law firm to create the website for that company because of the skills she developed during her A-level study and GCSE study of media. It's intellectually challenging. It is grounded in theory. It explores issues of gender, race, ethnicity, age, social demographics, and so much more. So you are expected to have an opinion. You're expected to have your finger on the pulse, be up to date on current affairs, take an interest in the world around you, and have something to say about it. You're also expected to listen to what others have to say about it and consider why they might be coming from that point of view. In lessons, you will learn how to explore different media products. So, for example, how TV programs or music videos use images, sound, language, and representations to create meaning. You'll learn about the media industry and how the industry affects how products are made. So the ownership, how they're regulated, and the competition between different media industry providers. You will investigate media audiences, explore who the people are who watch, read and consume the products, and consider how different people might be affected by different media products and why. So different readings of them, how one person might watch a TV advert and be quite offended by it, whereas somebody else might be straight online after watching it and trying to buy that product. So we look at the theories behind why some media products are received in the preferred reading, some are received in the oppositional. So people take opposition to that media product. They find it offensive. And we look at why the reasons are behind that. Lessons are challenging, inspiring, thought-provoking and exciting. Media does require high levels of engagement, concentration and your participation for you to get the most out of the study. Although many of the set texts are enjoyably accessible, such as crime dramas, video games and music videos, the theories which need to be applied to them are challenging and will stretch your observation, discussion and analytical skills. Lessons are dynamic and exciting. Much of what we will study is yet to even be created. You'll be expected to have your finger on the pulse, as I said, and bring ideas to lesson. You'll be able to link different media products. You'll be able to look at what might have influenced a movie poster from the same genre, maybe from 20 years earlier. You'll be able to spot references in music videos to films or to books. We look at how attitudes have evolved over time and how these have influenced the content of media products. Why, for example, a James Bond movie poster from the 1970s is very different perhaps to a Bond movie poster from 2000, or not. Your subject is assessed by one written exam worth 40% qualification of the qualification and a second written exam worth 30%. You will also have a non-exam assessment or coursework where you produce a media production of your own. Briefs in the past have been to create the front cover and a double-page spread of a magazine. The brief might be to have a mainstream men's magazine, or it might be a niche special interest magazine. You work to that brief, you meet that brief, and you have to justify the decisions behind your design choices and how you've laid out that product. You have to create a plan. You have to pitch it to the group, and you have to always at every stage justify and link it to the theory that we study, the various theorists and the psychology behind it, and also to the framework, the media framework, language, industry, audience and representation, and show your understanding of all four elements within your media product. Other briefs have included creating a DVD or Blu-ray cover, front and back, with a synopsis of the film in a particular genre or for a particular audience. It's exciting, and it allows students to hone their creative skills and their design skills, get hands-on with applying their knowledge that they've acquired throughout the course to their own media production. It is a challenging course. Media is rigorously assessed. The marking criteria for coursework is very specific, and there are high expectations. It's an active subject. It evolves every moment of every day. So you might look at Taylor Swift's followers and how many followers she has online or Instagram, and then that could change. Her popularity could dip or soar depending on if she's just released a recent album. It complements English and a range of other subjects perfectly within the curriculum, because you have to explore and apply linguistic theory. You have to look at how media language and everything you see and words are used within media products for certain purposes and effects. You look at the historical context, and you look at intertextuality, where you link over from one product to another and how that might have influenced. Here are some examples of early students' work. These are some analysis examples of existing magazines. At all stages, you will need to consider the audience for your intended media product, and you will analyse that and then apply it to your product when you create your coursework. There are a range of extra opportunities linked to this Media Studies GCSE. You can be part of an upcoming news club which will discuss current affairs and explore how these are reported differently by different media providers: newspapers, magazines, TV, radio, bloggers and social media influencers. To potentially be part of the BBC Young Reporter initiative, learning the skills to create and understand the media and hear from media experts with a wealth of experience in online, radio, TV and print journalism. There are high expectations in GCSE media. You need to be attentive. You need to be good at keeping notes. You have to be self-motivated. You need to be open-minded and observant. You have to be able to have a point of view and be able to voice that eloquently and respect others' points of view. You have to not be afraid of a challenge. Some people come to media and think, oh, my tech skills might not be up to this, but the tech skills are user-friendly. You develop them over time and you will surprise yourself at how far you come over the 2 years. Students are often amazed at where they started with their tech skills at the beginning, and then at the end, after they've created their coursework, they can't believe that they've actually created such a high quality piece of work that wouldn't look out of place on a newsstand. You are responsible for your own success. Media studies has so many links to your future career, whatever that may be. You'll develop your worldview, views and tolerance and respect for others. Overall, you will just enrich your thinking and understanding of the world around you and why it works in the way it does. You'll widen your political and social and economic views and mostly be able to make informed and substantiated judgments. You'll also develop your oracy and literacy skills. This GCSE complements and supports a number of other subjects, and you can make those links right across the curriculum. The theoretical, practical knowledge and skills acquired will enable you to further your studies at A-level and beyond, and you will become so highly sought over after in the workplace.